Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to our Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, GCW 56 Birdz from Saturday night. Like I said, there was 3 shows Saturday night. The New Japan Pro Wrestling Battle in the Valley, TNA Hard to Kill, and then GCW 56 Birdz. I knew it was going to take me a day or two to watch all of them, go into the videos on it, so I'm going to go ahead and get that up. And then on Friday night we had GCW No Compadre. That one's been up for a little bit as well. So go ahead and get this other one up. With this, every single GCW show, 2023 and 2024, I've reviewed right here on our sports show. Definitely go back and take a look at all those. Alright, 56 Birdz starts out with the GCW Tag Team titles on the line in a triple threat match. Violence is Forever, Dominic, Garrini, Kevin Hu, defending the titles versus Bang and Matthews, August Matthews, Davey Bang, and the Rejects, John Wayne Murdoch and Reed Bennett. Overall, this was a good match. Good. When I think of the Rejects of Murdoch and Bentley, I think more hardcore. I think more chairs. I think more door bridges. Same way with Violence is Forever, but Bang and Matthews is more that high-flying team. We got more of this, the wrestling here. Again, it wasn't bad. Violence is Forever retained their tag titles. 7 minutes, 48 seconds. I give it 3 stars. Next up, we had actually one of my favorite matches of the night. Matter of fact, second tie for the best match of the night. We had Oni El Bendito versus Jack Cartwheel, a couple luchadors. Oni El Bendito is a bigger luchador, but he works just like a small luchador. It's just amazing what this guy can do with body control. Of course, Jack Cartwheel, we know how great he is in the Lucha Libre style. These two had a nice back and forth matchup. Nice bit of dives. 8 minutes and 17 seconds. 3.5 star. And Oni El Bendito getting the victory for that. I like to see him part of Warrior Wrestling for the Lucha Championship. Next up, we had a little tag team match. We had the Rich and the Powerful Charles Mason and Richard Holliday, along with Parrow, going up against the Philly Marino Experience. Marino, Tenaglia, and Philly Collins in an 8.5 minute match. The Rich and Powerful, Charles Mason and Richard Holliday, and their bodyguard, I guess you would call him, Parrow. Parrow gets involved a lot, and they're just Charles Mason, that character he plays, that assassin, kind of methodically what he does and everything he's done with House of Glory, and he's carried this character throughout House of Glory, GCW. He had a match. It all kind of started with Effie and Unsanctioned Pro. Looks like in 23 it was mostly GCW, JCW, House of Glory. In late 22 he was part of the Limitless a little bit, and then he had that stint in where's that at? Unsanctioned Pro. I'm trying to find out. Is that long ago? I didn't think it was all that long ago. Looks like it goes back a ways for Unsanctioned Pro. Yeah, he's been in Domain Lucha as well. And it's just methodical kind of that makes sense. I was looking at something that didn't make any sense here. Oh, I see what they did. They just put them in reverse order. Okay. I was on Cage Match looking at list of matches for him here. Yeah, these last 3 matches have been in GCW. But Rich and Powerful getting the victory here over the Philly Marino Experience. Ended up giving this match 2.5. It was just kind of the Rich and Powerful just destroying the Philly Marino Experience. Next up, we had Broski Jimmy and Manders. This Broski Jimmy character is freaking crazy. It's literally, he's saying things that Matt Cardona's telling him to say, but Matt Cardona's not there to do it. He's actually texting him and he's reading the text. and he's being a jerk, and Jimmy Lloyd is not a jerk. The crowd is like, we want to boo you. We can't boo Jimmy Lloyd, but we have to boo you. Going against Manders here. Good match. Steph the Laner obviously gets involved all the time. I give it 3-star with Broski, Jimmy Lloyd in an 8-minute and 14-second match getting the victory. Next up, we had 3 guys that don't use weapons against 3 of the most extreme in the company. Los Macizos, Ciclope, and Miedo Extremo teaming up with Rina Yamashita, yes, the GCW Ultraviolet Champion, going up against Alec Price, Brayden, Toon, and Jeffrey John. Door bridges were used. You got 2 completely different styles of wrestling. The hardcore group, Los Macizos and Rina Yamashita won. I give it 3 1/4. Next up, we just had a standard, good old-fashioned cruiserweight style, X Division style matchup. Myron Reed, Leo Rush. Have at it, boys. Myron Reed in 12.5 minutes getting the victory. I give it 3.5 star. That one, and then the O'Neal Bendito and Jack Cartwheel, both 3.5 star. Both matches of the night. The next one was just the GCW Extreme title line. Joey Janela found the title, so he can defend it now. He defended it against Microman. I mean, these guys that can go out there in a match with Microman and make it look legit and make it look fun. Just like the guys in Japan that can wrestle, was it Katatari? Is a doll. And they can make it actually look fun and laugh at it. That's what this match was. 8.5 minutes of Microman, little guy, facing Joey Janela. I mean, I give it 2 3/4 star. There was a door bridge. There was Microman put Janela through a door. Yeah, it was all kinds of craziness. But anyway, Joey Janela getting the victory there. Next up, we had a hoss fight. All you can say about it. Joshua Bishop and Hoodfoot. A hardcore hoss fight with Joshua Bishop getting the victory. With 2 3/4 star. And then we had the contract signing of Effie and Mance Warner. 2 that used to be friends now are enemies. Mance turns heel and attacks Effie from the back. Won't face him face to face. Of course, it goes like any other contract signing plans. All hell broke loose. We get that, I think, February 11th, I think it is, or somewhere, I think sometime in January, maybe 24th, or maybe one of the upcoming shows we get that. I don't remember the exact date, but we finally get Effie versus Mance Warner after Mance turning on Effie. So we'll see where that goes. And then our main event was the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham, versus the Reddit Addict, Cole Radrick. Great match. Almost 18 minutes. These 2 guys went out there and just put on a clinic. You have the hardcore style of Cole Radrick, but he can also wrestle. Jonathan Gresham, one of the best technical wrestlers in the business, next to Zack Sabre Jr., of course. And you just had 2 guys out there wrestling 18 minutes, 3 1/4 star, and Jonathan Gresham gets the victory. So that is the review of 56 Birdz with a Z. Can't wait to the collective in April. Can't believe tickets are almost already sold out. I noticed that online. It's in Philadelphia. I'll definitely review every show here like I had the last 2 years. And we're going to enjoy some wrestling. So yeah, we are early in 2020. We're 2 weeks into 2024. Definitely a lot of great matches already. We'll be finishing up the showcase of the independents over the next 2 weeks. We'll get those all in before the end of the month. Just a lot of work to do. A little peek behind the curtain. I write everything in a notebook, and then I write star ratings and everything, and then I put it on a spreadsheet so I can sort it and do all that. That's where the time problem is getting it on the spreadsheet from the notebook. So we'll get those caught up, and we'll get that number for the end of January, maybe first part of February as the latest, right before NASCAR season starts. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a 50-day Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports content.